You don't know when they're going to come, how many are going to come, how frequently they're going to come out. That's part of the experience. If you don't have the Hippogeum, then you don't really have the Colosseum. So if you're a pleb, and a pleb without money even, or even a slave on the day off, you're going up to the nosebleed seats. There are no elevators. You're going to have to hoof it all the way up there, and your view's not going to be that good either.
And these holes are typical as the socket into which you hammer in little nails that hold in place the gilded bronze letters of a very public, a very important inscription. So these holes are identifiable very easily, but they have nothing to do with this later inscription. So it's going to be a previous inscription that we have that's preserved in the stone. They're extremely meticulous in the erection of columns because it's such a tedious process. You don't want to have to do it more than once. You can actually see the fittings or the metal pins holding it in place.
It looks like it's smaller. You can actually see where it's grooved.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's going to be soldered in place. They have metal pins of iron, and then they pour in molten lead, because lead is going to then render the iron pin waterproof. Otherwise, it's going to eventually rust and expand and break, and that's not going to be very good for the stability of the column. We're in the middle of Centro Storico. We are in the middle of downtown Rome. And how many people know that an open space about the size of a football field is right over here? And they don't. So it's still to discover for the people that live here, the Romans, for the tourists, everybody. And that when you came to the Colosseum for the several hundred years in which it was in use, that you truly were entertained.